everyone! Today's video is about when he bullies you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going! I can't be held responsible. I wasn't there. Ryan's voice meeked out as she tried to think of other ways to get out of this daily situation she has faced every day. Bakugou got up. Yeah, you were. I saw your ass there, screwing around like a damn coward. Dumbass. Ryan's only defense at this point was to look down at the ground to avoid her intense eyes, and her body tensed up as if he was going to throw a hat. Psh, look at you. No wonder you got your ass kicked out during the training. That's priceless. Stop, Bakugou. This amused him. Stop! You want me to fucking stop? He chuckled at her pathetic attempt. He grabbed her face, forcing it up towards his. What are you going to do when a fucking villain comes around, huh, dumbass? You aren't going to save shit with that pathetic work of yours. The bell rang, and that's when Bakugou decided to take off, roughly released her. Do yourself a damn favor and get the hell out of the hair course before you get your ass pummeled into this dirt, idiot. He sneered at her over his shoulder and walked off as if nothing happened. Tears filled her eyes, but she refused to let them fall by rapping at them. Lian picked herself off the wall. Instead of going to her final class, she headed straight to her room to let it all out there. No one should get involved. It was her own problem that she needs to sort out on her own and not rely on someone else. The next several days were strange for Lian. It was quiet, relating to Bakugou. During that time period, she wasn't taught from how it all went wrong. They were pretty good friends at first, before he turned for the worst after a few encounters with the League of Villains. But this doesn't explain anything. He hasn't treated anyone else like how he treats her nowadays. Sure, he's aggressive to everyone, but he's been getting worse with Wan in particular. Her gaze from the cafeteria window was taken away when someone stood next to her table. Oh, hi, Kiri. The cheery male laughed. How are you holding up, Wan? You looked a little lost in thought there. A soft smile rose on her lips, and her gaze moved from Kirishima to her hands, where they were folded over her books. Yeah, I was. But I'm always happy to see you and the others. An envelope slid next to her hands. I didn't know you were a mailman part-time, Kiri. They both laughed. It's nice to have some lunch money. He jogged back, and the bell rang. Well, see you later. Better read that fast. He waved and jogged off to whatever class he had next, leaving a confused Lian inspecting the envelope between her hands. She unfolded it. It was written pretty neat, but nothing compared to Ida's writing. Meet me at the gates at 6 p.m. Better dress nice. Guess I would show up, especially since Kirishima was nice enough to bring this letter from whoever to me. The rest of the afternoon flew by pretty quick. Wan left her room just up to the point where adoring eyes would look over and waited at the main gates a few minutes before 6 p.m. When it got to 6 p.m., as if no coup, she felt a gentle tap on her shoulder. The way she spun around squeezed Bakugou's heart. Hey. Wan took a few steps back. Her feelings were now mixed, to the point where her eyes glazed over with potential tears. Bakugou? You wrote that letter? He kept his distance and rubbed the back of his neck as his eyes averted up to the side. Yeah, I did. He's so calm. Wan relaxed a little, waiting for him to continue. I understand if you don't want to hang out tonight, but I have a lot to explain to you. Bakugou perked up when she extended her hand out to his. Yeah, you do. Want to go for a walk in the park? Warmth enveloped her hand. When his hand held hers, sure. Let's go. So, you wanna talk? Wine started, keeping her eyes forward and her hands behind her back. Bakugou scratched his head, glaring down at his shoes. Yeah, a lot has happened lately. Yeah, for sure. You must have been stressed through the roof, huh? She chuckled, now staring at the ground. He muttered as another pause of silence fell on them. His heart raced. Hey, Ryan, can you look at me for a damn second? He said through his teeth. Sorry. She squeaked when her forehead was pressed against his, now staring at his intense eyes, nose to nose. His hand held the back of her head in place. He struggled on finding the right words without messing up. Not again. It was so damn hard to watch you get beaten by those villains. The nervous female's heart pounded. The feeling of his breath hitting her was getting overwhelming. Bakugou, what are you getting at? I care about you too much. He finally spelled it. This was as close as he was going to confess to Anne at this very moment for the time being. She swallowed, and tears fell from her eyes. If you do, then why did you treat me so badly? It hurt me a lot, Bakugou. She cried out softly, remaining strong, but continuing to look at Bakugou square in the eye. Leaning in, she kissed him as his fingers ran through her hair. His other arm caged around her body in a protective manner, embracing as close as possible. After he pulled back, she took his hands and made him have eye contact with her. Bakugou. His heart thumped against his chest. His throat got dry. I needed to promise one thing. Another pause. I need you to cut that bully shit out on me, okay? She bit her lip in a nervous habit. The explosive male blinked a few times, looking around briefly before a small smile came up. You fucking got it. But there's another thing. It was Wine's turn for her heart to thump against her chest. You're gonna train your ass off with me, so I can send those villains fuckers to our beds. Her smile crept up a bit too fast, laughing at his normal tough guy demeanor, and copied his confident level. Just like you, future #1 hero. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye!